What's going on, guys? Welcome back to B-Ball TV. As many of you guys know, the 2017 NBA champion Golden State Warriors is the most dominant team in the NBA right now and is still the favorite to win next year's finals. Let's take a look back to the 2014-2015 NBA season, when the Warriors broke out and shocked every NBA fan, finishing as the top seed in the stacked Western Conference that consists of Kawhi Leonard's San Antonio Spurs and Russell Westbrook's Oklahoma City Thunder. They continued their Cinderella season by winning it all against the Cleveland Cavaliers led by superstar LeBron James. With a big three of two-time MVP Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, one of the best three-point shooters of all time, and Draymond Green, one of the elite defensive players in the NBA, the Warriors already looked unstoppable. Then, the 2016 offseason came, where they made the biggest move by signing former MVP and superstar Kevin Durant, who averaged 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists the previous season with OKC. Already one of the best teams in the NBA, this acquisition made the Warriors a dynasty and one of the greatest teams of all time. They went on cruising their way through the 2016-2017 season and blew out the Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals. This made the league far less competitive and much more predictive, and as a result, many fans are saying that the Golden State Warriors ruined the entire NBA. But however, I find the opposite to be true as well, and maybe the super team they've built helped and benefit the league after all. Let's start off by discussing why many fans believe that the Warriors ruined the NBA. When a superstar like Kevin Durant leaves one team to join a franchise full of stars, it makes the NBA less competitive. Since it is less competitive, this means that there is more predictable game outcomes. And going into the 2016-2017 season, everyone basically knew that the Warriors were going to win the title. As a basketball fan, we want competition and see every team having a chance to compete and battle it out for the championship. The Western Conference used to be the competitive conference in the league. Golden State essentially made it their conference when they brought Kevin Durant into the fold. With the dynasty the Warriors built, there's no chance for any team to contend for a ring, not even the Spurs, Cavaliers, or the Thunder, which are some of the best teams in the NBA. In addition, that decision KD made sets a bad precedent for other stars to leave their team to form more star-studded squads, causing the NBA to be more top-heavy. In other words, KD joining the Warriors will encourage other stars to team up with one another and form more super teams to try to defeat the Warriors. For example, in the 2017 offseason, All-Star Gordon Hayward left the Utah Jazz to go to the Boston Celtics, who were the top seed in the Eastern Conference last season, to form a big three with Isaiah Thomas and Al Horford. This is unhealthy for the league, since it will only be dominated by a few elite teams, while all the others will try to tank for top pick. Therefore, instead of competing to win, many rebuilding organizations like the Philadelphia 76ers, the Phoenix Suns, and the Orlando Magic will try to lose on purpose, and that is not what any sport should look like. Now, let's talk about the brighter end of the spectrum. Yes, the Golden State Warriors did ruin the NBA for the most part by making it far less competitive for many other teams, but in return, we're getting one of the most interesting offseason in recent memories. Those few elite teams that were close to contending with the Warriors last season all made big offseason moves to upgrade their roster for next season. It all started on June 22nd, 2017, the night of the NBA draft, when the first blockbuster trade was announced. The Chicago Bulls traded away Jimmy Butler to the Minnesota Timberwolves in return for Zach LaVine, Chris Dunn, and the 7th overall pick in the draft. By acquiring a two-way star like Butler, who averaged 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists last season, this improves the Timberwolves on both ends of the floor, and this is crucial since they struggle mightily on defense in recent years. With the youth of superstar Karl Anthony Towns, who is only 21, and a 22-year-old Andrew Wiggins, the Timberwolves will be in the championship race for a very long time. The second big trade was Chris Paul to the Houston Rockets. Finishing as the third seed in the 2016-2017 season, MVP runner-up James Harden needed one more piece to complete a championship roster. Now, with one of the best playmakers in Paul, who averaged 19 points and 10 assists, it will take some of the burden off of Harden and gives the Rockets more versatility on offense to compete with the Warriors lineup of Curry, Thompson, Durant, Iguodala, and Green. The last huge offseason move was former Indiana Pacers All-Star Paul George being dealt to the Oklahoma City Thunder to pair up with current league MVP Russell Westbrook. Westbrook is no doubt a one-of-a-kind player, averaging a triple-double the previous season and single-handedly led the Thunder to the playoffs. Without Westbrook, they would be one of the worst teams in the NBA. All he needed was another star like George, who can be a ball handler and create offense when he's off the floor, and they're good to go against the Warriors. The 2017 offseason is one of the best and most fascinating offseasons we have had in a while, thanks to the Golden State Warriors. So, based on the many big offseason signings and trades, this marks the beginning of the superteam era. Going forward, I think the NBA will be dominated by 4 or 5 super teams that will be competing for a championship, while all the other teams will go into rebuild mode and tank for the top pick in the draft. Overall, I don't think this is good for the league, since it is encouraging many teams to lose and do bad on purpose, just for the sake of their future. The NBA needs to address this situation soon, and try to give every team an almost equal chance to compete for that championship ring. So this is my opinion on whether or not the Golden State Warriors ruined or helped the NBA. Leave your opinions down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it out to your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. And until next time, peace out, guys.